Hi everybody. I've been thinking a lot lately. Where do you go to shoot when you can't take a trip? You don't have the time off, you don't have the money, you've got family responsibilities, whatever. Where do you go when you can't go shoot if you're like me and you love landscapes and nature photography? For me, you can see right now, I'm at one of the city parks, and it's a nice one. We've got several, and they're all, several of them are interconnected through what they call the linear trail. So it's a 2-mile trail. It's paved like a 12-foot wide sidewalk, basically. So I come here every day to walk, and I usually try to do between 3 and 4 miles a day because it helps my back. And I tend to do that carrying my full camera gear. So my backpack, a large heavy bottle of water, and normally I will even have my tripod. If I'm having a extremely painful day or am just tired, a lot of times I'll take the tripod out unless I really think I'm gonna take maybe a picture at the creek or something. But most of the time I'm carrying all of this. I do keep some of the lenses that I don't readily use out of the bag just because of space constraints, and it's just dead weight that I'm carrying for no reason. So most of the time I just carry the 4 or 5 lenses that I use most often, which I can do because I'm using an APS-C Sony, and so the APS-C lenses are quite a bit smaller. But yeah, a lot of times if I can't get out and travel and go where I want to go or where I'd like to take my kids, I will come to our parks. And there goes a squirrel. I'm not going to get up and try to catch him because he's running from tree to tree. But yeah, a lot of times I come to the parks. I've seen squirrels here. I've seen bobcats here, raccoons, baby raccoons, snakes, everything. I'm in Texas, so wildlife is here, especially in the summer. So yeah, a lot of times I come out here to the parks, and I know I haven't done a video in a while, and I apologize for that. I've been having some serious back issues, and I can talk about that later or in another video that's really unrelated, but that's kind of delayed this. Trying to make a couple of videos today because it's the weekend, and I'll try to go kind of quick just because we're getting intermittent little sprinkling showers here, so it's a nice cloudy day right now, which is good for lighting. But I don't want to spend too much time, if I don't have to, on any specific video just because I don't want to scramble in the rain to pack things up. So try to be kind of brief. Anyway, this is what I do. A lot of times I come here, I will take my kids to some of the close state parks that we have. There's a park in Cedar Hill, which is about 20-30 minutes away from our house. Cedar Hill State Park, we go there a lot. They've got a nice old 100-and-something-year-old farmstead that you can kind of look at. They've got hiking trails. We haven't gone on those yet because if it rains at any point during the week, those trails end up muddy and they close them on the weekends, so we haven't been able to see those yet. We go to Dinosaur Valley State Park fairly often. We've been there 2 or 3 times this year. Kids like that. The last time I went with just my son, my daughter wasn't really feeling good, so she stayed home with my mother-in-law. But Jack and I went and we hiked around and we had a good time. I took some pictures, not a lot, but just a couple. But it was fun, and it's just, I like to be outside now. I wish I was in better shape. I wish my back wasn't so bad. And I'm sorry, the little bit of wind is playing havoc with my hair. But I like being outside, and I want my kids to experience these things that I didn't really get a chance to do when I was a kid. My parents were older and not active like this. So before I get too old to enjoy it and be able to go with them, I want to take them as well. So for now, that's it. Local parks, city parks. Even if you live in a very urban area, like a large city, there's probably a park there, and you may be able to find a little corner with a table like this or something where you can sit up and do a quick video or walk around and vlog. I've done that before. You just grab your gimbal, or if you've got a good stabilized camera, just use a handheld tripod and go. You can always stabilize it in Premiere. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. I don't have a studio at home, and this is not what I do for a living. I work in IT, like I said before, so I don't have a studio to go to record my videos, and that's part of the reason why maybe I haven't been so consistent For me, it's got to be good weather. I've got to have either my kids come out with me, or I've got to have someone to watch them so that I can come out, or I have to do it after work in the evenings, which deeper in the summer when it gets dark at 9 or 9:30, they'll have more time for that. So we're getting there. I don't know what I'll do in the winter though. But yeah, find some parks, find if there's a state park close by that you can drive to. State parks are usually very inexpensive. I think ours, when I go, it's like $7 for an adult and kids are free. So I mean, it's nothing. It's like buying a hamburger. Go to a state park. Go to your city parks like this where it's free and you can just come in and enjoy it. You do have other people to contend with. Thankfully, today's Father's Day. It's cloudy and it's a Sunday, so it's not very busy today. So I'm really taking advantage of that because I kind of have some privacy here. But yeah, you know, I've got a little bit of B-roll that I ran here in the parks here at Mansfield along the linear trail. I'll grab a couple of photos I took or video at some of the state parks if I can to kind of throw in here while I'm talking or at the end. And I mean, you can get out and you can have some nice scenery or just get out and enjoy it if that's what you like. But there should be an opportunity unless you're just in a very poor location where there's not any greenery nearby, which I really can't imagine that's the case for most of us, but it is, I suppose it's possible. But find somewhere, and if you don't have greenery and you don't have a park, find an alley in a downtown area that's safe, right? Safe, be safe, but find an urban area. You know, maybe something, a little pavilion outside that's not in use that you can go to and film. You know, be creative, look around during the day, jot down notes of some places. You know, find a day off or something and just go scout to see what's near you, where you could maybe go and set up and film for 30 minutes or an hour when you need to, and keep a log of those and go when you need to and when you've got an idea and you've got something you want to talk about. That's what I would do if I didn't have these parks, and I kind of probably should, just because of what if it's raining? You know, if I've got the time and an idea, but it's raining, I can't do what I'm doing right now. One of the furthest park along this trail does have a pavilion area, so that would be possible. I could park fairly close to that, walk over, you know, caravan my gear back and forth to get into that pavilion, and I could film there if I wanted to. So that's it for this one. You're gonna see me with the same shirt for a couple of videos because, like I said, I'm going to batch process some videos here because I don't want to be so inconsistent. There's a couple of topics I want to talk about, and I'm going to break these up into some fairly shorter videos so that it's not a 20-minute long rant, basically. That's not really something real entertaining, I'm sure, for you guys. So that's it. Thank you, guys. And if you like this, hit the like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. And Spider, get off of my bag. Thanks, bye.